The US is also reportedly considering sending immigrants to Angola, Benin, Equatorial Guinea, Eswatini, and Libya.
And when I saw Eswatini, that's when I became worried, because that is basically South Africa, that is so close to home. And there is that free movement between South Africa and Eswatini. So I became a bit worried, and I was like, no, this does not sound good, because to me it really does not sound good. I don't know how the people from Rwanda feel about this. If possible, kindly share your comments in the comment section, especially if you are from Rwanda. I would like to hear from you, and I will try by all possible means to respond. And if I cannot, you'll see my reaction to show that I appreciate your interaction. So welcome to South Africa Lately, a channel that discusses South African trending news. We do, however, grab here and there from international news when it is trending enough to be brought here. Please do understand that I'm not a politician. I do not have deep knowledge in politics. However, I am a South African citizen who is also a voter, and I do believe that my views count when it comes to political affairs of our beautiful country, and in this case, the affairs of our beautiful continent, as we go straight to Rwanda. Rwanda is about to host the people that have been deported, that will be deported by the US government. So I don't know how this works. Please, somebody who knows how this works, please let us know in the comment section. I've tried to share different video clips in this content, so that we get to hear from various people for the understanding. I think I understand a bit, but I don't understand, why should we do this? Why are we doing this? When I'm saying why are we doing this, I'm just talking about Rwanda, because now at this moment the focus is on Rwanda. I've seen that there are other countries that are going to be doing this as well, right, in Africa, including Eswatini. So, but I want to know, as the continent, why are we doing this? Why? Why? Maybe there's something that I don't understand. I need clarity. Somebody who's ready to provide clarity in the comment section, because more than anything, I would like to learn, because I don't want to overreact on things that maybe I shouldn't be overreacting. So I just need to know, especially from the people of Rwanda, because we get this news all over the place, and we might miss what is actually going on and assume the wrong thing. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to share with you these different video clips that I'm about to share, that I was talking about, and at the end I'm going to come back reading the reaction of different people from different countries in this beautiful continent of ours. So, okay guys, with that said, let me leave you watching.
Rwanda now confirming that it is ready to take in the despicable human beings that the United States is removing from the country. That's what the Trump administration calls these undocumented migrants that have been sent to places like El Salvador and Panama.
I would say that's the spirit we are in, of giving chance to migrants who are in trouble across the world. So we are in talks with the USA. It's not finalized yet for us to say this is how it will turn out, but talks are taking place, and once they are concluded, we'll inform you. It is in its early stages.
Why would the US send undocumented migrants to Rwanda thousands of kilometers away? It's a long way to go, but that is the point.
We are actively searching for other countries to take people from third countries. So we are actively, not just El Salvador, we are working with other countries to say, we want to send you some of the most despicable human beings to your countries. Will you do that as a favor to us? And the further away from America, the better, so they can't come back across the border. I'm not apologetic about it.
It will not be the first time that Rwanda has done something like this. It's called migrant offshoring and has a lot of criticism in the human rights space. In the case of the UK deal, which we covered about 2 years ago, we went to Kigali and saw the facilities, the hostel where these migrants will be kept. Rwanda will be paid about $500,000 over 5 years, and another £20,000 for every successful migrant that was sent to Rwanda.
Rwanda announced on Sunday that it is holding talks with the Trump administration on a possible deal to receive immigrants deported from the United States. Rwandan Foreign Minister Olivier Nduhungirehe told the state broadcaster that discussions were in the early stages. The announcement came after multiple news reports that the US is looking for international partners to deport people. American President Donald Trump has vowed to carry out the largest deportation operation in US history. His administration is targeting alleged gang members, but also students children, activists, and legal immigrants. CNN reported that the US is considering sending migrants with criminal records to Rwanda and Libya. In recent years, Rwanda has tried to position itself as a destination for Western countries to deport unwanted migrants.
CBS News has learned the Trump administration is negotiating with the East African country of Rwanda to house illegal migrants deported out of the United States. Both U.S. and Rwandan officials tell us details like financial compensation and logistics would be discussed within the next 2 weeks. The deal calls for Rwanda to hold African migrants and other non-Rwandan nationals. A British plan to send refugees to Rwanda in 2024 was scrapped after it caused a political outcry, but not before the UK government spent $900 million on the idea.
Rwanda says it is in the early stages of talks with Washington to receive immigrants from the United States. The U.S., under Donald Trump's presidency, has been pushing a mass deportation drive, with the Republican government negotiating arrangements to send migrants to third countries. Rwanda's Foreign Affairs Minister Olivier Nduhungirehe told state television on Sunday, May 4th, that his country was among nations talking to the U.S. over a possible migrant deal. The minister said it is not new for Rwanda to accommodate immigrants. Nduhungirehe said talks between Washington and Kigali were ongoing, but they are not yet conclusive to determine the direction of a possible agreement. The minister added that the public will be informed of the outcome of the discussions once they are finalized. The U.S. is also reportedly considering sending immigrants to Angola, Benin, Equatorial Guinea, Eswatini, and Libya. Already, some Latin American countries have expressed willingness to accept migrants who are not their own. These countries include Costa Rica, Panama, El Salvador, and Guatemala. In February, the U.S. deported hundreds of African and Asian migrants to Costa Rica and Panama. More than 47.8 million immigrants lived in the United States in 2023, the most in U.S. history. That year, immigrants comprised 14.3% of the U.S. population of nearly 332 million people. According to the Federation for American Immigration Reform, illegal immigration costs each American taxpayer nearly $1,200 per year. The Congress says that illegal immigration net burden on the American economy is more than $150 billion annually. It is for that reason that President Trump's administration on Monday, May 5th, offered to give $1,000 to each undocumented migrant who opts to self-deport back to their home country. Currently, it is said that the average cost to arrest, detain, and remove one undocumented immigrant from the U.S. is $17,100, and the overall cost is at least $315 billion. The U.S.-Rwanda migrant talks, which are in the early stages, mirror the talks Kigali held with the United Kingdom for Britain to send some 52,000 migrants to Rwanda. Rwanda was supposed to receive $15,000 for each migrant sent from the UK. The talks, however, collapsed after UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer's administration came to power in July 2024, with Starmer calling the Rwandan deal gimmicks by the administration of former Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. Though no deportations had succeeded, Rwanda had already received over $292 million from the UK. Kigali thereafter said it was not obligated to refund UK's funds.
This one is from Rwanda, if I'm not mistaken, but I saw the flag as well. He said, before I read this, I just feel like the US is purifying itself by banning other countries Like, why? And this one said, this is not good facts about our country. We don't want foreigners from Middle East to be dumped in our countries. He must be sent to Iraq, where HW comes from. USA unalived millions of Iraq's war in 2001. So Bush and Tony belong in jail for those genocide. Please don't bring these here. So please, guys, as I still request that, please educate me in the comment section how this works and why are we doing this as the African countries. Especially when I saw Eswatini, I was like, no, this is knocking very closer to our own door. Like, this one says, imagine hosting Mexican cartels. And this one says, Kagame only sees dollars. The guy doesn't care about repercussions of his greed. Perfect example of a greedy African dictator. And please remember, guys, these are the views of the people from various countries in Africa. This one says, Australia was a dumping ground of thieves and criminals from UK. Maybe they have an idea. And this one says, AKA the West Junkyard. So basically, the way it looks, many people are not happy. Hence, I'm saying I'd like to hear from people from Rwanda what this is all about, because we might be jumping and yet something is not as serious as we think it is. And this one says, is Rwanda that broke and desperate? You forget to mention that after the cancellation of the deal, Rwanda refused to return the money to the UK. And this one is saying Rwanda must not allow that. Those migrants must be deported to their respective countries. And I'm not understanding, why are they not going to their own countries? Like, I'm just checking why. Please, guys, this is not about any other thing, but I just want to know, really, please educate me. Yeah. And this one is saying that's how the Zionists came to Palestine. One day, the criminals will stop the unity of Africa. Oh, Nkosi yam, you sana. Rwanda will be hosting Mexicans and people from Cambodia in the name of begging for friendship with the US. What are your views, guys? Because these are the views of the people that are found on social media. What are your own views? And this one is saying Trump said criminals are included in the people that he is deporting. Why would they risk their security like that? So these are the views of various people in this African continent. And this one is Pindi, I would like to believe she's from South Africa. And this one says, what's wrong with Rwanda? And the other one at the bottom says, I'm Rwandan, but my country never ceases to amaze me. US is not for any reason Africa. Where are the Pan-African leaders? What is wrong with the head of state of Rwanda? Guys, please let me know what you think in the comment section. If you watched up to here, I would like to say thank you for staying up to this point. And I'm looking forward to reading your views in the comment section. If time allows, I'm going to respond. But if time does not allow me, I'm going to try and react to show appreciation to your appreciation of your interaction. Sorry, guys. And the next time you bump into my videos, kindly watch my ads in full. That support really goes a long way, and that's if you're on Wi-Fi and time allows you to have a beautiful afternoon.